Hi, my name is Gustavo Geyer, I am Brazilian, and this video is a message to the world. Because most of you out there have no idea what's really happening in Brazil. The reason why is because you've been getting messages and information from the mainstream media, which by the way is completely leftist and has been dominated by leftist ideology over the last 2 decades. Recently, we've had our Supreme Court Justice, Luiz Roberto Barroso, declaring during a live that our president, democratically elected, Jair Messias Bolsonaro, supports dictatorship and torture. So here is the truth. Over the last 2 decades, the leftist governments from PT, the Labour Party, and Lula have been giving money to dictatorships around the world. Dictatorships, those that kill its own people. I'm talking about Venezuela, Cuba, China, and all dictatorships in the world have been financed by our money, taxpayers' money. Not only that, this person, Luiz Roberto Barroso, before he became a Supreme Court Justice, he defended a terrorist, Cesare Battisti, who was a runaway from Italy, hiding in Brazil under the protection of the leftist government, the previous leftist government. Do you really want to know what dictatorship is? Yes, Brazil is a dictatorship now, but not because Bolsonaro. Bolsonaro is actually the only one, the only obstacle for the complete dictatorship domination from the Supreme Court. When have you ever heard about that? The Supreme Court, a group of people chosen by the previous presidents in order to protect the Constitution. This group is the group which is destroying the Constitution in Brazil. Every single day, they rip or tore a page from our Constitution. You want to know what they've been doing? They have been arresting journalists just because they defend Bolsonaro. They have been sending the federal police to raid houses of YouTubers just because we defend Bolsonaro and because we are conservative. They tried to pass a law, they couldn't, it's not up to them, but they tried to pass a law prohibiting religious leaders to influence in the election, like to state to whom they are going to vote for. Not only that, they took away presidential powers from the president, making it impossible for him to choose, for example, members of the government. It's every single day they do something. Recently, Alexandre de Moraes, who is another Supreme Court Justice, ordered to put down profile pages like from Facebook, from YouTube, from Twitter, of people who support the president. And they hide under the disguise that, they are trying to destroy the democracy. They are criticizing the Supreme Court Justice. Yes, we are criticizing the Supreme Court Justice because you guys are destroying our democracy. So that's how weird the situation has got. They are destroying our democracy. They are trying to do everything they can to take President Bolsonaro out of power. And when we criticize actions, criminal actions like that, they send the police to our houses. They put us in prison. Maybe this is the first time in the world that the Supreme Court Justice members are actually implementing a dictatorship in a country. And this is happening in Brazil. If you don't believe me, if you know anyone from Brazil, call them, send them a message, ask them what's really going on. Don't take my word. You don't know me. Talk to the people here in this country. We are desperate because we are seeing our democracy slipping through our fingers. And the media is loving it because everything they want is for this president to be taken out of power. And do you know why? Because this president cut the federal fundings for the media. So now they are desperate for survival. They need the money that previous leftist presidents used to give them. And also because he's a conservative. And the media hates conservative. They hate us because of what we represent, because of what we think. They want to see a new society, social engineering, and we don't accept that. We want them to respect our values, our Christian, Judeo-Christian values, and they think that's ridiculous. So listen to me. Every time you see a news saying that Bolsonaro did something bad, come here. Every time Bolsonaro walks on the streets, thousands and thousands of people take him and carry him on their shoulders. He is the most loved president we've ever had. If you doubt, you can look at Google. You go to YouTube and just type Bolsonaro arriving in airport. Every place he goes, I'm talking thousands of people cheer him up. His approval ratings now is more than 50%. Even with all the attack that he has been getting from the media. So I am a Brazilian person, and I'm telling you, he's the obstacle of the judiciary dictatorship in our country. And the judiciary, they have all the media to help them spread the narrative that they want. This is the truth. I hope you guys can do something to help us, because the struggle here has been really tough. And we love democracy. We will not let 11 people who were chosen by leftist presidents, corrupt presidents, to be in the chair at the Supreme Court become absolute power in our country. We will not let that happen. And by the way, all of them, these people from the Supreme Court justice, they were not chosen for merit because they were great. They were chosen because they defend the criminal factions and they defend criminal parties here in my country. Not because they are good judges, but the opposite, because they are terrible judges and defend crime. See you later. Bye-bye.